Hello everybody, it's HeliumLemon15. Welcome back to Let's Play MYST. Today is Sunday, February 19th. I think I did the last episode yesterday, so wow, we're doing this. We're just... Hopefully we won't have any more interruptions like that. Let's go back to Selenitic, because Selenitic was just such a great age. I mean, I am doing these in order of increasing favoritism, so... I do like Selenitic. Can we skip this? And now all we have to do is, like, the same exact thing as we did last time, except just grabbing the blue page, Akinar's page, which is always fun. We are a two-timer. We're Benedict Arnold because we're servicing both of the brothers. Ooh, don't say servicing. That sounds creepy. Where was the blue page? I know I found it in the last episode, and then I was like, haha, I'm totally gonna remember where the blue page is. Was it over by where the trees were? Because there's that one screen with the trees. So not that way. Not that way, but sort of more this way. Yeah, sort of more this way, and then you go this way, and then there's some stairs over here, and that's not it either. Very, very disappointing. But then you go back this way, and then you go this way. Okay. Now, is there a blue page over here? Yes, there is. How lucky of us. This kind of reminds me of... I've never played The Witness. I've watched like 2 seconds of it, and I remember it was kind of grassy with trees. So that's probably where they got their inspiration. I mean, from all of MYST, really. Good old The Witness, made by the guy who made Braid. Braid is an interesting game. I like it aesthetically. I think it has cool music and a cool art style and a cool idea. I think it's a very rage-quittable game, if you know what I mean. I don't know. Let me see if this is too loud. It's probably fine, though. I have been watching some of Big Tip on a Bus's developer commentary for Big Tip's Adventure 3. That's pretty exciting to me. Just seeing all the stuff that he does in Z-Quest and explaining, like, all the headaches he goes through with Z-Quest to make this very ambitious game that he's doing. It's very satisfying, though. It's like watching game developer commentary is so satisfying. Especially for something like Zelda Classic. So we got north, west. That was the wrong. That I know. I know that was wrong. We got north again. East. I think I mentioned this last time. I got Pizza Tower. And that, I think, is going to be a very interesting game that people are going to be talking about for a while. It's getting lots of coverage, but probably not as much as it deserves. And speaking of games that don't get as much coverage as they deserve, Hypnospace Outlaw is a game that I'd really like to play again. I was just watching a video essay about it, and Hypnospace Outlaw was a game that I played last spring, and had a lot of fun with it, and it was very weird but very entertaining. It's a very strange game, and I love it. I love that about it. I think I'm gonna see my friend Marshall for a call tonight, so I might show it to him and talk to him about it. I love Akinar, but, like, who gives a shit about what he has to say? Oh my god, I'm cursing. So the next episode... It's kind of an episode. The next thing we want to do is Stone Chip Age. What do we want to do for Stone Chip Age? We want to... Let's see, do I have a pen handy? Yes, I do. We want to go down to the observatory. That's not the observatory. The observatory is all the way back up here. And to the right. Yes. Very kind of Greek architecture around here. Now, we want to turn off the lights in the observatory and probably close the door, but I think the game's just going to leave the door open because it's silly. So we have 3 dates that we're going to look up, and we got these from the tower earlier. That was the hint for Stone Ship Age. And I think it's a bit insane that the developers programmed in so many dates, like they've programmed in basically years all the way from 0 to 9,999 AD. I think that's, I don't know. I think they wanted to make it so that you couldn't like brute force this puzzle, but it's a little bit ridiculous. Because you could be sitting here just like looking at all these possible combinations of constellations. So we want to set it to 1984, so we have to use the, I passed it. I was thinking 18. Oh my god, it's literally 1984. October 11th, 1984, 10:04 a.m. I know somebody who was born on that. I'm kidding. Get it kind of close to 10. That's good. That's a really fun sound. Okay, so let me actually draw the shape of the constellations, and then maybe I'll like put a little like still image of like, oh, I made this too small. I know, yes, I know you don't have to, but like visually it helps me a lot. So that's constellation number 1. We have 3 constellations to look up. We're going to look up the second one is January 17th, 1207. Oh my god. There we go. 5:46 a.m. Ooh, such a weird time. 5:46 a.m. Is that right? Yeah. So let me see. We got kind of like a little cluster of stars at the top left, and then just kind of another. See, all of these constellations are vaguely like diamond shaped, or just quadrilateral shaped. So it's kind of hard to remember them, the distinct shapes, just by memory alone. And I want to be like really thorough about how these puzzles work, because the more you explain in detail how they work, the simpler they seem, which is kind of ironic, but like the easier it becomes to understand them. Oh, that's for minutes. Oh, that's helpful. Wait, that's for time. Okay, I'm stupid. I was like, that's for month, that's for day, this is for year. Why am I like this? Why am I dumb? It must be I've eaten too much Captain Crunch, and that's why I'm dumb. I have never eaten Captain Crunch. I don't think I've ever eaten Captain Crunch. It never struck me as a particularly delicious cereal. But if I say that, I must have tried it at some point. And there's probably people out there who will disagree and be like, no, Captain Crunch is the most delicious cereal that humans have ever created. I must have had it as like a pink berries topping or something. Oh, okay, that's the beetle, right? The Beatles. It's because it's like triangle on the left, triangle on the right, and then triangle on the bottom. It's like 3 triangles that make kind of like a vaguely vase-shaped thing in the middle. It kind of looks like a tie, like if you think of these as like the sides of the tie, and then this is like the part of the tie that hangs down around your neck. Okay, so now it's time to play, you guys know H.A. Rey, the guy who wrote Curious George? He had a book all about constellations, that I had as a kid, and it was a pretty good book. Is this a book with a constellation? Yes, it is. Okay. So the first one we have is that one that kind of looks like a kite. And I believe it's this one. It's the leaf. Right? Or is it the... No, it's not the snake. Okay. So it's the leaf. It's definitely the beetle. That's the last one. And yes, that is a beetle, not a spider. And then another one that's vaguely like... Oh, and then... That's gotta be the snake, right? Yeah. So it's the leaf, the snake, and the beetle. The leaf, the snake, and the beetle. It's like... I don't know. I don't know. The Maple Leafs for Toronto. Just Spider-Man. Italian Spider-Man, specifically. And then Snake, like the game Snake. Like the... Yes. We're not even gonna get to see it, it's just gonna happen off screen. Okay, that's great. But we can see in this little model boat that the water rose, or like the boat rose out of the water, or the water level lowered. I don't even know how to describe it, man. And then... Which way is it? Oh, it's back here and then to the east, kinda. Here's the boat. We gotta go down to it using the stairs. And then turn this way and actually face the boat. Open the door. And let's go to Stone Chip Age. Check it out. It's very kind of, what's the word? It's not black and white, but it's sepia tone. It's very kind of gray sky, but it's kind of brownish. It's like a gray overcast day, but like filmed using an old-timey filter. Like a very old-timey filter. Like not even black and white movies. Like they used to look like a little bit brown. I mean, they were black and white technically. This age is... Okay, this age I am probably the most rusty at because it's a little bit tricky. You basically... Here's how it works. You have... a boat which you can descend into. This... I like the umbrella on top, that's cute. This little guy over here with 3 buttons. This kind of lighthouse kind of doohickey thing. Where you can climb up. Climb up into the lighthouse. I'm really rusty on this age. I am already forgetting how to do. And then you have this cliffside. And a telescope. And you can use the telescope. God, this is crusty. Scrolling forever. Oh, crap. I X'd out of it just as I got to it. But it's like between 110. Let's see if I do greater sweeps. It's between, yeah, it's at around 115. I don't actually remember if that's important because, like I said, I'm very rusty on this age. So we want to play around with the buttons on this thing because these are like different motors that drain the water. You can only have one of them at a time, but each one drains the waters for a specific area. So button number 3 is going to drain the water for this thing. And now we can go down the spiral staircase. And we can empty this treasure chest so that when we float the water back up, this treasure chest should also rise to the top and we can be able to open it. No, is that not how it works? Am I dumb? Wait, let's do that again. You drain the water. There's this treasure chest. You can't open it because it's locked. There's this drain right here. There's this valve. Okay, I like... You can tell that this, like, little... This little box is a movie. The rest of it's just a still image, but this, like, particular box, you can see it changing color just slightly. I like that. It's kind of one of the artifacts of, you know, the fact that this is an old game, and it's, like, put together out of, like, little movie files and stuff. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you had to, like... Yeah, and then this is all a movie file. That's fun. And then you get that key, and then that key goes in here. It's just a magical floating key. That's... yeah. So then... you have this battery. This battery needs to be charged up. So you crank this wheel for a long time, and you have to fill up this battery. Now it's only filled up like 10%, so you have to really crank this up for a long time. Let's save that for when we actually need it. The next thing we want to do is in... So does this could either drain the ship or drain the cave, and I think it drains the cave. So we go all the way down here, and we open the door, and oh my god, here's Sirius's room. It's very lavish. There's like a cool bed. Looks like something out of an art museum, like the Metropolitan Art Museum or something, I don't know. There's a syringe. There's different bottles of... I wonder what that actually says on it. That says... It looks like it says words. There's pills. Either weird drugs or weird poisons. I don't know. He's got a knife. That's kind of... It's kind of sus. Sirius, you sussy baka. He's got a weird futuristic thing. I don't even know. Those are cool candles. This is a cool, like, 19th century sort of art thing. I like how I'm just trying to look at the chairs. The chairs aren't even a thing, but the chairs look very pretty. These are like my favorite rooms in the game because like Sirius and Akinar's rooms don't have puzzles. They're just like really lavishly decorated. Like look at all these, like, I don't know what they are, rugs or fancy schmancy things. And the red page. Very, very cool. We haven't even got to the main puzzle of this island, and we're already looking at the red page. These are weird. Are those, like, candles? Candle holders? I can't even see them. This stumped me the first time I played the game, but there's actually a door right there. There's no way. Because, like, when you're going down the stairs, it's really easy to just click, 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 click. You're at the top. Click, 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 click. You're at the bottom. So you wouldn't stop and say, like, oh, wait a second. This hallway... Because this hallway looks the same as the other hallways. You wouldn't be like, oh, there's a door in there. But you get down here... And this is, like, a whole thing. But, like, let's not mess with that. I actually want to see Akinar's room. Because Akinar's room is really cool. I like the light effects. I like the rib cage lamp. I like the antlers. It's very kind of Halloween-esque. This is cool. Whatever this is. It's a flower. It's a skull. It's a skull. It's a flower. It's a skull. It's a flower. Oh. That's pretty cool. I like that. Oh my god, it's a board game. I don't know. It's probably a map. So all these old-fashioned maps. Those are kind of cool. That's not how the continents look today. Surrey. All these maps. Lots of maps. Maps of fictitious places, I'm sure. Marker switch. Okay, this is the other half of the note that's on MYST Island, or does Cirrus have the other half? I don't know. The vault is located on the island of MYST, something achieved very easily. Instructions are as follows, I assume it says. Turn each of each of the marker switches, turn every one to the on position, and then not sure what the last little bit of it says. And where's the blue page? Because you would think the blue page would be in Akinar's room. Where is that dang old blue page? It's on his bed. This is where he sleeps, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a poor college student and you feel like your bed is shitty, just look at Akinar's bed. Actually, my favorite Akinar's bed is in... God, his sleeping situation in Channelwood is pretty sad. I'll just leave it at that, but that's one of my favorite details of the game, is just sometimes Akinar's sleeping position. So this is really like, are there two entrances? Like, how do you get from Cirrus's room to Akinar's room? Like, and like, okay, so that's where Akinar's room is, and then you go through this, and then you go to Cirrus's room. No, that's Akinar's room. So now I'm lost and confused. So you go through this hallway, and then you go and turn, and you go through here. And then does this also lead back out by the boat? Yeah, it leads to the same entrance. That's so confusing. But now it's Cirrus's room. I don't get it. Is it like a magical hallway, or are there genuinely two entrances to this cave? And I'm just stupid. Anyway, I think the solution to this... is 115 degrees. Right? So if this is 180, okay, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160. Okay, maybe it's 15? 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90. No, that wouldn't make sense either. Because if you hit the wrong thing on this, then it's gonna sound like this super annoying, like, alarm. And it's gonna turn off all the lights, and then you're gonna be, like, panicking, and you're gonna be like, what do I do? How do I get out? And then you try to go back there, and all the lights are off. So it's like, what do I do? Oh, there's one entrance over by the boat, and then there's one entrance over here. I see how it works. Okay.